All right, let's get right into it. Tonight, we're going to break down one of the absolute wildest finishes in World Series history and what it all means for the ultimate showdown, a Game 7.
Okay, so let's set this scene. It's Toronto, Game 6 of the World Series. The Blue Jays are just 90 feet away from winning their first championship in over 30 years. You've got the winning run on third, the tying run on second, and there are 0 outs. I mean, for a city, for a team, for an entire country, this is the moment you dream about your entire life.
The tension is just, you can feel it through the screen. The entire stadium is on its feet, ready to absolutely erupt. So how on earth does a moment of what feels like certain victory turn into complete and utter heartbreak?
To really get what happened at the end, you got to see how we even got there. So let's rewind a bit and look at how this Game 6 turned into such a nail-biter in the first place.
So this whole thing started out as a classic pitcher's duel. The Jays starter, Kevin Gausman, came out in the first inning looking just electric. He strikes out the side with this devastating splitter that the Dodgers just could not touch. But Los Angeles finally broke through in the third. After being in a massive team-wide slump, with the bases loaded, Mookie Betts delivers a huge single to grab the lead. Toronto manages to claw one run back, but after that, both starters just locked in. It was a classic, gritty October battle for the next 5 innings.
Okay, so let's fast forward now to that fateful bottom of the 9th inning. What happened next was, well, it was one of the most shocking plays you will ever see. The impossible double play.
The inning kicks off with immediate drama. First batter gets hit by a pitch, and then you get this totally bizarre play where a deep fly ball gets physically stuck under the padding on the center field wall. Now, because the ball is lodged like that, the umpires have no choice but to call it a ground rule double. And what that means is the Blue Jays find themselves in the absolute perfect can't-lose position. Tying run on second, winning run on third, nobody out. All they need is basically anything, a fly ball, a base hit. It feels over.
So in this unbelievable season-on-the-line moment, the Dodgers manager Dave Roberts makes a stunning move. He brings in Tyler Glasnow, the guy everyone, and I mean everyone, assumed would be starting a potential Game 7. This is an all-in, leave nothing for tomorrow, massive gamble.
And this is how it ends. Not with a big home run, but with a defensive masterpiece. First to pop out, 1 down. Then, the next batter hits this little fly ball into shallow left field. And this is where the magic happens. The left fielder, Kike Hernandez, has the presence of mind not just to make the catch, but to know exactly where the runner on second base is. He sees that Addison Barger drifted just a little too far off the bag, and without even hesitating, he fires an absolute rocket to second base to double him off and end the game. A season-saving, soul-crushing double play. Unbelievable. And just like that, silence. The Toronto crowd is just in absolute shock. They went from a guaranteed championship to a devastating loss in the blink of an eye. By the slimmest of margins, the Dodgers somehow survive, and this series moves on.
The fallout from that incredible ending, of course, sets up the ultimate drama in all of sports, the one game that decides everything.
Yep, the Dodgers' improbable escape forces a winner-take-all Game 7. And now, both teams have to figure out a completely new puzzle. Their entire strategies, especially on the pitcher's mound, have just been thrown into total chaos because of that one play. So, this all leads to a truly fascinating pitching matchup. It's really a tale of 2 completely different strategies, both born from the chaos of Game 6. For the Blue Jays, the plan is about as clear and old school as it gets. They're handing the ball to their 41-year-old veteran ace, Max Scherzer.
And for Scherzer, this is the stuff of legends, right? It's a chance to win a World Series in what could very well be the final, defining game of a surefire Hall of Fame career. It is a Hollywood script just waiting to be written.
But for the Dodgers? Oh man, it is a completely different story. It is much, much murkier. Their manager, Dave Roberts, said it himself after the game. It's do or die. You got to leave it all out there and pick up the pieces. Their plan is literally to pick up the pieces. So let's just lay it all out, side by side. On one side, you have the definition of stability, a rested future Hall of Famer in Max Scherzer. On the other side, you have the Dodgers, who are facing total uncertainty after they had to burn their intended Game 7 starter just to survive Game 6. So when Roberts says, all hands on deck, what does that actually mean? Well, it means there is no plan. They have no designated starter. They're going to use anyone and everyone they can in a must-win game. So what's next? The answer might just be their biggest superstar of all. And here it is. The biggest wild card of all is Shohei Ohtani. Roberts has already said he's going to be part of the pitching plan, but nobody has any idea how. Will he get the start just to try and give him a few innings at the beginning, or are they going to save him as their ultimate secret weapon out of the bullpen for the most critical moment of the entire season?
So that's what it all boils down to. You've got one team with a perfect storybook narrative, a legend on the mound with everything lined up. And the other team has a chaotic, anything-goes plan for survival built around their two-way phenom. Which strategy is going to win the World Series? Well, Game 7 is going to give us the answer.